question is the motion be agreed to. I call the member for Wollondilly.
Good afternoon, Speaker.
Good afternoon.
I would also like to acknowledge the Mayor from Wollondilly, the CEO and a planner from Wollondilly, a long-time planner. And we wish we had a bus crisis. We wish we had some buses. So I rise to speak on this public interest debate and to acknowledge the contribution of the member for Wakehurst, Michael Regan. I want to congratulate him on all the sustained advocacy he has done for his area. Public transport's not just a convenience, a fundamental service that connects people to jobs, education, healthcare and community life, and he's advocated really hard. Hopefully we'll get additional buses and services for the Wakehurst electorate and demonstrates what a local member that champions the needs of their community can do. Increasing bus seating capacity with larger buses on services, more frequent services, better coverage and improved reliability make a real difference to people's daily lives, and he deserves recognition for those outcomes. However, I rise today to contrast that progress with the reality faced in my electorate, Wollondilly. I also emphasise the Wollondilly electorate is in the Sydney Metro and has land area the size of Belgium. In Wollondilly, public transport's not just under strain, it is in many areas simply inadequate or even non-existent. And I have to say, while we're blaming each other, we were delivered in development areas bus stops without any buses in many of our areas by previous governments. While some communities are seeing an expansion of services, many of our towns and villages are left behind. Entire communities have little or no access to bus services on weekends. This means families, young people and older residents are effectively cut off from essential services and social opportunities for at least 2 days every week. And it's not a minor inconvenience, it's a significant barrier to participation in modern life. For those who rely on public transport, the situation is even more challenging. Our train services, which should act as a backbone for connectivity, are frankly abysmal. And that's the time we actually get bus services, because they have to bring the bus services in all the time because the trains are broken down. So commuters in Wollondilly face many, many delays. The contrast between electorates is stark, and while you stand here, all of you stand here arguing about your bus services, remember we have populations being put out there with no services. Public transport investment must be equitable. It cannot be determined solely by geography or on population density. Regional and peri-urban communities like Wollondilly deserve the same level of consideration and commitment as metropolitan areas. So while I again commend the member for Wakehurst for his advocacy and achievements, I call the government to turn its attention to communities like mine to ensure that Wollondilly is not left behind like it has been by previous governments. We need reliable, frequent public transport, and it shouldn't be a privilege, it should be a guarantee for every single community.